We are back, guys. This is another episode. We are going to be working on getting brake lines done, which I've already got most of. We're going to work on painting the control arms, basically getting everything ready to run. So yeah, let's get after it. Just to start off with stuff, we've got this brake line already done. We've got it where it's going to run to there. We're going to come up. We're going to make a little bracket off here where it'll mount, and then we'll bend that down. Eddie's been doing a fantastic job of making these brake lines. It goes all the way up underneath the truck. I got out here yesterday, drilled holes, got the fuel lines up, realized that this one is a little close and that I might have to run a small wheel spacer on it. I'm going to get a 5mm. I ordered it today from Amazon. Excuse me, I'm a little congested and sinuses and I don't know, sick. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm going to get a 5mm spacer on there, see if I can get myself just a little more space so that way we don't have issues with the tire hitting the fuel line. That's the last thing we need is fuel lines to erupt. So the other thing that I've got, let me find my light. We went ahead and got the brake lines for the front sorted out. Get this turned around. So we got that thing there. It is not final. I gotta go in and grind down a bunch of it because I didn't have my settings on the welder correct, and I was pushing way too much wire out. Anyways, let me get this light on. Give me a second. Fuel line or brake line is going to come down. We've already sorted it out. Obviously, it's going to go in like that. That's that other brake line relocation kit from Chase Bays. The other one for the, let's see if I can not blind everybody. The other one's right there. It goes down to the side of the frame and then unions to the hard line, and it runs all the way underneath. Then we've got, you can see the lines all the way over in there. Runs down this side. I ran to a block. Let me get back up under here. We ran to a block. We plugged the other side. We got it up, down, and into that. The other side, oh, my bad. The other side, I've got the control arms off and everything to paint. Got the upper on that one right there. I've got one coat on it. And I'm getting ready to put the first coat on that one. So, not a lot of stuff that you guys haven't seen before. But, I mean, we're getting there. I did get this door on. Got the Frontier mirror mounted. So, making headway. Getting there slowly. So, yeah. So, next couple of days after what you guys just saw, I'm still fighting it. But I'm getting over it, so it's a good thing. But, what we got going on? We got the frame cleaned up. We got one arm on. I started it and went, oh, I gotta let everybody or show everybody what's going on. But basically all I did was took a wire wheel to it, pulled everything that was on this off, went back in, primed it and painted it. That paint's a Raptor liner or Raptor, let me grab this can. It's this Raptor 1K Pro chassis or roll bar and chassis paint. It's shiny. There's no clear in that. That's how it came out the can. So that's what's on there, along with about 3 different coats of primer. I said 3 coats, 3 layers of primer. So I'm going to set the camera up. We're going to time lapse it while I finish putting the arm back together, or this side back together. Yeah, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. Anyways, because I ended up getting carried away with painting. but we do have this side back together. I had to get new wheel seals for the spindle. No, I went to put the other one in and ripped it. That's what I get for not putting stuff in straight. Anyways, got to this point and went to put the caliper on, and the caliper that I have already painted, wrong side. So we got caliper, we got the bracket, and there we go. We got a caliper on there. Got the shock back in, got everything in except for the bag. I didn't want to put the bag in and stretch it because of it hanging, especially being the fact that I'm getting ready to put the slam bags in. A lot of this video is just going to be me cutting in, showing stuff. And that's mostly because it's just painting and getting little things here and there done. I will flip this around and show you what else I've done. Maybe. Oh, well, I guess I was already there. Anyways, brake on. Eddie had it already made. So we got it bolted back in. We got the holes drilled. We got mounts made. So, it's going good there. I still got to pull that back out to clean it all up to paint. And then fuel line's got to come out for paint. And lastly, rear end is drying. I'm gonna let it get tacky, and I'm gonna push it into the garage so that way it can dry overnight. I've got the other caliper done. I got to paint the control arm for the passenger or the driver's side. I got to get the link bars and the wishbone painted, and then I got to figure out the bags, or not the bags, the compressor in the tank. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. It's crunch time. For like 3 weeks. 3 weeks from Slamfest. Not going to have a bed on it, but I also am going to start, once I get all this stuff ran, start working on the bed so that we can get ready for submission for mini nats. And then I got my valve cover painted. Alright, so the moral of this story, of this stuff, is the fact that we're getting ready to paint. So we have, show them this, pulled everything out, we've sanded it all down, cleaned up rust and some over spots where some welding slag had built up, a bunch of rust. I'm going to go through and tape everything off on the back of the cab. We're going to wipe it down with some grease and wax remover, and we're going to throw some black paint, or some primer down, and then some black paint. And there we go. We got it painted. We got 2 coats of black. I don't even remember what it was. Rust-Oleum automotive enamel or something. And then 3 coats of matte clear on the frame. Axle's been painted. Same Rust-Oleum auto enamel, except for it was gloss. And then this side's done now. And the link bars, there we go, are painted. I gotta clear them still. All right, so this is, after it's been cleared and sitting, that is a U-Pole 2K clear that is on that. If I don't, man, it couldn't have been better. I mean, the only other thing, if I would have actually taken it and had it, yeah, I missed a spot right there, but that's where the, paracord, 550 cord, I had it hanging up under some sawhorses. That's where it was sitting. Luckily, with that, the bushing will cover it. But yeah, it turned out really well, surprisingly. And we've got the tray for the compressors and the mount and the tank sitting there. Go out here. This is the other thing, and I'll even set up so you guys can watch the boringness of paint. The So we got it all silver. It's going to have the little marks on it too, but I would rather do it this way than have to paint it, let it sit for a while, flip it over, paint it, let it sit for a while. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit longer so it can tack up a little bit, and then I'm going to throw some clear on it. So much for time-lapsing and painting and all that. I ran out of paint, and I had to go get some, and by the time I got back and painted, it's dark. I've got the clear on, I've got the paint on the wishbone. We're going to let it dry tonight. And then tomorrow night I'm going to put it in. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll be good and hardened. Hopefully that hardener does... where's my... right. That stuff right there. Anyways, hopefully that'll all dry, harden, do great. So yeah, now it's reassembly time. Somebody touched stuff and it was tacky. Me. But yeah, so we're gonna start putting stuff back together. All right, so we know we got the tray back in. Oh, hey, yeah, forgot. Got all this back in. Got it in Monday night. Today's Wednesday night. So all I did was put that in. Nothing's tight. Anyways, back to this. We got them marked out where we need to for the tank. So I'm gonna I've got my dimples already pressed or in there. I started doing that one and realized I needed to show. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Basically, I'm just gonna take and drill them in or drill through it, each one until we get it big enough where we can get a bolt to go through. Alright, so we got the tank back in. I went ahead and got all the lines replumbed and got the, and got it ran. Sorry. Let me get this turned around. So we got it ran up. You can see. Right back to the hard line. We got all the brake lines in. Up, around, going to the soft line that flexes. And across. Another night of just chipping away and doing stuff. Let's start off with up front. I got a Evil Energy Universal Catch Can. I was just going to run a hose and block it off, but I was leaking even with a clamp on it. So I opted to just do that. Where I've got it mounted at, it fits perfect underneath the grill. Downfall, I'll have to take the grill off if I ever have to go dump that or top it off. The other things I did tonight, I didn't do much out here. Compressors are mounted and plumbed. Fittings are in there, pressure fittings in there. Got the block in and the line kind of ran. Got shocks on. And then we got bags. So the RE7s or SS7s, 7-inch bag, either way. It's a little big. Debating if I put the RE or SS6s in the back, and then I've got some other bags, some other slam bags that we can put up front, or we can put the Airlift 2500s that I basically built the truck on. We can put those back up there. Or I just leave it alone and see how it goes. All right, another boring, slow, steady day of getting stuff done. Rear bags are in. I know I mentioned that we were going to talk about using the the SS6s. We're not. We're going to roll with those. We got lines for the box hooked up. This jumbled mess. One wire. That one is the ignition switch wire for the ABS dual compressor thing. This is for the controller. I drilled a new hole in the cab. me show you guys this. I get sidetracked. You guys know that. We got this door panel cleaned up. All the little tabs on it were starting to break, so I fixed those. Changed the speaker out. Put a Sony 5.5 in. Then we got our billet window crank. We got the west side billet door locks. We're going to do the same thing on that side at some point. And then this is the one I'm the most proud of, aside from we got front bags in. We got the brakes bled. So yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that because now we can stop. And then we got the fuses or relays, whatever you want to call them, set up for the battery. So we got a bunch of good stuff checked off the list for this week. The plan was to get this truck out and drive it today, but we're not going to get to that point. I still got a week and a half, give or take, to finish up the last little bit. So yeah.